Hi bachcho, today we are dealing with some more concepts related to polynomials, which is the second chapter of CBSE Grade 10 following NCERT textbooks. Let us clearly understand what is the relationship between the zeros and the coefficients of that particular polynomial. Firstly, let's deal with a linear polynomial which is represented as p of x, which is equal to ax plus b. We know the zero of the linear polynomial is easily calculated as minus b by a, which is equal to minus of the constant term by the coefficient of x. We know the standard form of a quadratic polynomial is ax square plus bx plus c. For a quadratic polynomial, alpha and beta are considered to be the zeros of the polynomial. The sum of the zeros of the polynomial alpha plus beta, which is equal to minus b by a, which is nothing but minus of the coefficient of x by the coefficient of x square. Similarly, we can find the product of its zeros, which is alpha into beta, that can be easily calculated as c by a, which is equal to the constant term by coefficient of x square. If p of x is equal to ax square plus bx plus c, that can be easily expressed as the product of its factors, which is x minus alpha into x minus beta. When we equate these factors to 0, we get the value of x to be alpha and beta, where alpha and beta are the zeros of a quadratic polynomial. Let's deal with the cubic polynomial. A cubic polynomial p of x is represented as ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. For a cubic polynomial, let us consider alpha, beta and gamma as the zeros of the polynomial. Sum of its zeros can be easily calculated as alpha plus beta plus gamma, which is nothing but minus b by a. That can be further expressed as the coefficients, which is minus of coefficient of x square by coefficient of x cube. Similarly, if I have to find the sum of the product of its two zeros at a time, which is equal to alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha, which is equal to c by a, which is nothing but the coefficient of x by the coefficient of x cube. Similarly, if I have to find the product of its zeros, alpha into beta into gamma, which is equal to minus beta by a, which is further written as minus of constant term by the coefficient of x cube. We know that the polynomial p of x is equal to ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d, which can be further written as a product of its factors, which is x minus alpha into x minus beta into x minus gamma. If we equate these factors to 0, if x minus alpha is equated to 0, x is equal to alpha. Similarly, x minus beta equated to 0, x is equal to beta, and x minus gamma is equal to 0, x is equal to gamma, where alpha, beta and gamma are the zeros of a cubic polynomial. We know that alpha and beta are the zeros of a quadratic polynomial. If the sum of its zeros, alpha plus beta, and the product of its zeros, alpha beta, is given, we can easily calculate the quadratic polynomial, which is p of x is equal to k times x square minus the sum of the zeros, which is alpha plus beta into x, plus the product of zeros, which is alpha beta, where k belongs to real numbers. Therefore, p of x is equal to x square minus sum of the zeros into x plus the product of its zeros is the required quadratic polynomial. Thank you. Have a nice day.